the case against smoking on campus. Why we need to speak up. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I would like to introduce myself. My name is NAUVAL ZAIDAN from communication major. I would like to talk about smoking. In today's world, the debate over smoking in public spaces has become an important one, and college campuses are no exception. Universities are often considered places of learning, innovation, and growth. So it's crucial to discuss how smoking fits or doesn't fit into this environment. Sharing my personal stance on smoking in campus areas feels essential because it affects everyone in the community, whether they smoke or not. To begin, it's clear that the effect of smoking extend far beyond the smoker. We know the secondhand smoke can be harmful, leading to respiratory issues and even long-term health risks for non-smokers. When smoking happens in common areas or on campus, students, staff, and faculty who may not even have a choice to leave the spaces end up exposed to harmful chemicals. I believe that everyone deserves a healthy environment in which they can thrive, and that extends to protecting the air we breathe. Moreover, the presence of smoking on campus sends a conflicting message about health and wellness. Most universities pride themselves on fostering well-being through physical education programs, mental health support, and medical services. Allowing smoking on campus undermines this commitment and contradicts the very values of wellness that universities aim to instill. If campuses truly care about students' health, a smoke-free policy seems like a logical step. From a community perspective, I also think that smoking on campus can negatively impact how inclusive and welcoming the environment feels. While smoking may be personal choice, it has social impact. Non-smoker might avoid certain spaces due to the smoke, leading to a division in where people feel comfortable gathering. This creates an unbalanced campus experience where part of our university is supposedly open to all are effectively off limits to some. Furthermore, I recognize that students who smoke are often coping with the stress, and smoking can be one of the way they manage it. This is the point that many overlook and it's worth addressing thoughtfully. However, I believe there are healthier alternatives to managing stress that don't involve the health risks of smoking or affect others nearby. University could work to offer more accessible mental health resources, relaxation zones, or even stress management workshops to provide healthier outlets. And in conclusion, speaking out about smoking on campus is about more than just a personal preference. It's about advocating for a healthy, inclusive, and consistent environment that respects everyone's right to clean air and positive campus experience by restricting smoking on campus or creating designated smoking zones away from common areas. University can protect the well-being of all while still allowing personal choice in a way that respects community health. That's it from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, welcome to the part 2 of this video, and I'm going to talk about simple present tense. Simple present tense. Introduction. Hi, my name is NAUVAL ZAIDAN from communication major, and I'm going to talk about simple present tense. First, background. The simple present tense is a verb tense used to describe actions that are habitual, general truth, or events that occur regularly. It conveys facts and routines indicating something that happens repeatedly or universally. The simple present tense is essential because it allows speaker to talk about everyday action and widely accepted truth. It is used for communicating ideas clearly and efficiently, and understanding it helps learners to express both daily routines and factual statements, knowing space. Knowing the sentence also helping forming a clearer and more meaningful conversation, as it is fundamental to many types of a sentence in English. Present tense is used when someone wants to express an event or a general fact that is happening now. Simple present tense is not hard, but before diving deeper, I want to remind you to the structures of a sentence. It is following by three things: subject, predicate, and complements. For a positive sentence with verbal pattern, we use subject plus verb 1 plus complement. We use es, don't forget. If the pattern is a nominal, then the verbals become subject, auxiliary verb, or to be plus complement. How to make a simple present tense sentence. For a positive, we use subject plus to be plus complement. For negative, we use subject plus to be plus not plus complement. For for interrogative, we use to be. We change the to be into the first on the sentence, so it becomes to be plus subject plus complement. For example, for positive, I am an international student. For a negative, she is not international student. For interrogative, is she an international student? Verbal simple present tense. The formula. The formula plus, minus, formula positive, negative, and interrogative of the simple present tense for the verbal pattern is: for a positive, subject plus verb 1 plus es or s plus complement. For a negative, subject plus do, does, plus not. Sorry. For negative, subject plus do or does not plus verb 1 plus complement. For interrogative, the do or does is in the front, so it becomes do or does plus subject plus verb 1 plus complement. In accordance with the previous discussion on in verbal sentence, you do not need to add be to be after the subject, because the verb is the one that in charge of being predicate. Positive or affirmative simple presence is like a nominal verbal sentence also have positive forms, as we have discussed at the beginning. Examples of the simple present tense sentence: I live in Jakarta. He lives in Jakarta. Negative simple present tense. Negative simple present tense, whereas specifically for negative simple present interrogative sentence, use do or does not. And example, I don't live in Bandung. She doesn't live in Bandung. Come on, why doesn't live? Why doesn't live? And why doesn't live? Yep, because the word do doesn't already include addition of es. So in the verb part, it doesn't need to be added again. Interrogative simple present tense. In the question sentence pattern, it is divided into two parts, namely yes or no question. Do I work? Does she work? As the name of the types suggests, namely yes or no questions, answer the question above with yes I do, yes she does, yes he doesn't, yes I'm not. The time adverb that we will discuss. The time adverb that we will discuss has another term, namely adverb of a frequency. Actually, time words are not always tense sentence. Using in a basic form, infinitive or familiar irregular verbs. Example: I play soccer every weekend. Play is a verb in the basic form, using auxiliary verbs, name, namely do or does, forever all for bold sentence in negative interrogative forms. Example: she doesn't eat meat. Doesn't or does not actually work in negative form for the subject she. Do you like chocolate? Do auxiliary verb questions with the subject you. In the present tense, they are usually adverb of times, such always, usually, often, rarely, never, every day, week, month, year. Example: I always drink coffee in the morning. We use always. General truth. Generalization facts. Explaining certain facts that really general, like the earth revolves around the sun. We know exactly that the earth revolves around the sun, not the sun revolves around the earth. Habitual or daily activities. Repeated action. Expressing something that always happens repeatedly. We go to school by bus every morning. We go to school by bus every morning. It's like a repeatedly action that we do every day. Or we can use like we go to school at 6 a.m. I eat breakfast at 6 a.m. It repeatedly happen. Express feeling and emotion. Expressing emotion and feelings. Feelings: I am sad to hear your bad news. Emotion: I always thankful because have the greatest best friend. The schedule, even the near future or familiar with future condition. Discussing events in the near future. The train departs at 8 a.m. The train will depart at 8 a.m. I will go to school at 6 a.m. 3. Common mistakes. Common mistakes with the simple present tense. Forgetting to add or e or es for he, she, it. 2. Misplacing do or does in question and negatives. 3. Adding unnecessary endings. Example: for incorrect, she don't like tea. For the correct, she doesn't like tea. Simple present tense is used for routines, fact, and timeables. Measuring the sentence enable clearer communication in daily situation, and with the encouragement to practice using simple present tense for better fluency. I think that's it from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.